What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel for some more racing. Today we're going to be going through Need for Speed The Run, EA Black Box's final game in this 30-year series. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. I'm a huge fan of Need for Speed. I grew up with Need for Speed. I particularly grew up with the Black Box era of Need for Speed, but I do love the Criterion and Ghost era of Need for Speed as well. With Hot Pursuit being my absolute favorite, followed by Most Wanted 2012 and Most Wanted 2005. Now, the trick to playing this game is the fact that you have to disconnect your Xbox from the internet, so I think that's kind of a hassle, but you know. It's sad to see that this legendary game has been delisted. It can no longer be played online and be purchased. So, you know, I think this is a great way for me to have like a permanent memory of this game. So, you know, if the day comes that I no longer have a 360, you know, I can always look back and say, hey, you know, I really did enjoy Need for Speed The Run. Now, I believe before the delisting happened, I believe I got the limited edition version. I got the challenge series, I got the cars and stuff like that. But this is one of those games that I didn't pick up on release because I didn't have a 7th gen console at the time. So I got this game around 2018, 2019. This was this was the first Need for Speed to implement in-game character cutscenes. This was the first Need for Speed to adopt the Frostbite engine lineage, and this is the first and only Need for Speed to have quick time events. But without further ado, let's get right into the story. So I don't believe we see this car again ever, and this game starts out with a quick time event. I honestly believe, I remember I seen somewhere that this game was directed by, or at least had some association with Michael Bay. This really, I guess feels like it's sort of like a true movie game, like a true, like it has so much action to it that it just reminds me of a classic Hollywood movie. So
car! Grab him! Grab him! Hurry up! Come on, come on!
So right there, the game already starts off putting us in a hot seat. You have to fucking escape a bunch of Porsche Cayenne turbos, I guess. Ooh, and just right off the bat, the game's handling is so weird to describe. I feel like it's a mix. It's like Hot Pursuit's handling style, but a little more stiff. You know, like it's not as reactive as Hot Pursuit's handling, or even Most Wanted's handling whatsoever. So there is no customization in this game by traditional black box era games besides Hot Pursuit. The game looks pretty good, to be honest with you, even if it is 15 years old. And I just suck at driving at this moment. I look at the classic Hollywood style ending to a chase scene.
Word is you made a wrong turn, Jack.
No one ever got ahead sitting on their hands, now did they, Sam?
Nobody from our block, at least. You know I can help you straighten that out.
And my end?
What you do best. What you do better than anyone. Right now. Yes or no?
You knew the answer before I even walked to the door.
The race is from San Fran to New York. The best racers ever assembled. You win, I will handle your problem and give you a 10% cut.
Whoa. 10%?
The purse is 25 million. Do the math.
After you.
This will keep us in touch. Now we have to get you a car.
Cars. I got covered.
So here we are, San Francisco, in our selection of cars. I believe there are 5 tiers to this game, but seems like we can pick from only tier 4 at this time. Each car has different handling characteristics, as you can see at the bottom where it says handling, obviously normal, very difficult, and easy. And honestly, I kind of like this car selection so far, to be honest with you. We got all different types: Europeans, Americans, and Japanese. I was actually tempted to go with the M4, or not the M4. Oh, excuse me, the M3 GTS. But also the Mustang, because I really do love Mustangs, and of course, how could you not, pass up a chance to drive the back then Porsche 911 Carrera S. Now, from what I can gather from this game, it's like the Cannonball Race. If you guys haven't heard of that, it's pretty much a challenge to drive from New York to San Francisco, the fastest you can possible, right? Like, obviously, you'll be running red lights, breaking speed limits and all that stuff, right? This game seems to be taking the quite opposite, where you go from San Francisco to New York, obviously, with
Jack, you ready?
Locked and loaded.
There's over 200 other drivers and about 3,000 miles of asphalt between here and New York.
Sounds good to me.
We're out. Get to Nob Hill or you'll miss the race start.
right. So, what was I saying? And so, this game, excuse me. This game, it takes place from San Francisco to New York. Obviously, you have the mob and other enemy racers chasing after you. There are 200 people between you and victory. Now, what I was gonna say about the handling is that this game feels like a mix between Hot Pursuit and Pro Street or Undercover, right? Like it just has that, it wants to be a simcade and also wants to be a just straight arcade racer. Like, it's in between those instead of like in between a arcade and a sim. Sort of trying to be a between a simcade and arcade game, if that makes any sense. So yeah, for even for a game that's 15 years old, it doesn't look that bad, to be honest with you. Frostbite 2 really holds up as you get flashbanged by the sun. And you can see some of the cars that we will be able to get in this gameplay. Well, in this gameplay walkthrough, I guess. But yeah, I wish more games were made like this, to be honest with you. Like, it feels so like nostalgic, It's crazy, Like, since this franchise is dead, it's kind of nice going back and playing through some of these games, Some of these games I never really had a connection with, in a way. Like, I played this game, like, in 2020 or 2019, right? That was the first time I fully actually got to play this game. But, like, seeing that this franchise is no more, it's kind of like, eye-watering to come back to these types of games, because these games in particular aren't really made anymore. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how far we've come.
Units be advised, got a code 6 with a police scanner in his vehicle. Keep all roadblock locations off the air.
So yeah, we're just trying to get our way out of San Francisco because the race has started. You got 3 miles to exit city limits. So, and I like the fact that this takes place in the real world. I remember back in like 2011, like there's so many games that was taking place in the real world in some form of aspect. You know, I remember Ace Combat Assault Horizon also took place in the real world as well. SSX, you know, I think Deadly Descent, which was the last game in the series, that also took place in a real world, going to real mountains. It was just crazy back in the day. You know, I feel like that was a trend that was so dropped, like so quickly. But you know, maybe that's another game I should play. You know, I mean, it's not. I guess it's not a traditional car racing game, but still, you know. Since games have become so, you know, not too pleasant to play, I think going back and experimenting with games that I wish I could have played would be a lot better not waste, but use of my money than going out and buying some of these games like Halo Campaign Evolved, you know, or, you know, some of these other games that just lack soul. I feel like games like these have so much soul, and it really just you know, it really, you know, makes the phrase we didn't know what we had until it was gone, like, all that much more relevant. And yes, as you can see, we can't access autolog because the servers are no more. So we're going through stage 1, San Francisco. Our current position, 205th. Now I can't tell if that's 8 minutes 28 seconds or 8 hours 28 minutes. I can't really tell. It's probably 8 minutes 28 seconds and 84 milliseconds. So yeah, these games have a real long loading time. Like, I know today games are always like, oh, you know, you can load, true drop in, drop out, you can load here in an instant, but, you know.
What? Speak up!
Las Vegas, top 150 or we're out.
Okay, got it.
So yeah, here's a taste of my very first actual race in this game. Some events require you to pass a number of opponents to gain position in the run. You will not be able to advance in the run if you cannot meet the requirement objectives. Okay, nice. Gain 10 positions. So, obviously, right, you know, there will be some cars who are further ahead in the course. So we'd have to go ahead and try to, you know, pass them before the finish line, you know, obviously. But, you know, unlike other Need for Speed games, you're not on a circuit or anything like that. So, yeah, already, this already has the sensation of an American road movie, like trying to get from New York to, trying to get from San Francisco to New York. Like, it's crazy. No, I never understood what that green bar is to the end of the speedometer. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to do. I still don't know what it was supposed to do, but, you know, that was always something, I wondered, so, you know. And that right there just cost me the first race. That right there just cost me any hope I had in getting these positions. Right, we got 0.5 miles to go. So hopefully we can. Oh, nope. The famous. Oh no, that definitely destroyed anything. Like, what the fuck, dude? So yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of those. Because at this point in time, I'm still not used to the handling. I chose a car that was hopefully simple enough for me to understand. Resets used 0. Yeah, these loading screens are kind of egregious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. These loading screens are kind of terrible. Alright, so we're back at it again. So, but I'm probably you're probably not going to be keeping XP if you restart the race. So that's just, you know, I'm guessing. I don't really know what the deal is with this. I do like this orange on this Porsche. And we race past the train. Go and a windmill farm. Ooh. Ooh. A bad turn. Opponent takes a shortcut as well. Okay. I have this on the normal difficulty, so. You know, just so I don't get absolutely destroyed. Bam! Okay. Ooh. Okay, so that was the first crash. Okay. Checkpoint resets. Checkpoint resets set you back to the last checkpoint and are triggered by wrecking, getting busted, or straying off the beaten path. You can manually trigger a reset to recover from mistakes and try to have a better race. Run out of resets and you'll fail the event. Okay. Now, I'm not sure how you trigger those events, but that was crazy. That was my first ever crash cam in this game, so it kind of reminded me a lot of the Criterion crash cams, but only this time, like, I feel like it has a lot more weight to it, just because you're only given a set number of resets that you can use, and, you know, you can't just crash and then go about your business, you know. So, you know, I think that's a nice way to set apart the two games. And I think 2015 was the last game to have Toyota in it. So, you know, hey, I don't know why Toyota does not want to take part, even though they were in Fast and Furious all the way to now. So that's kind of crazy. And I do like the fact that this game, unlike Undercover, the traffic actually makes sense. It doesn't just spawn in on you at the last fucking second, which is something I hate. And I like this finish animation. It's, you know, snappy. It's, you know, intense. I like it a lot. There's, you know, dude, I don't think there's ever been a bad Need for Speed finish animation. I mean, there was no finish animation, I think, in Rivals, but I could be misremembering, or in Heat as well. So 10 minutes 52 seconds. Okay. I just looked at the top right and I found the stage counter. Okay, checkpoints. You're not always racing other opponents in the run. Sometimes you need to make up lost time. You reach each checkpoint before the time expires. The more time remaining on the clock, the better your XP bonus is. So, okay, we got a traditional checkpoint, which is nice. I like that. I like that a lot. And the car sounds in this game aren't that bad either. Like, obviously some of them could be improved, but I think overall, you know, they're okay. They're serviceable. They're not as intense or even as exaggerated as some of the games later on in the series, like in Most Wanted, Rivals, Unbound, Heat, whatever. But I think it's still serviceable, to be honest with you. And the soundtrack in this game, I think, is stellar. I know Black Box, since Carbon, I believe, have always used their own orchestrated soundtracks, which honestly they're not, you know, they're not bad whatsoever. You know, this one feels more action oriented than Pro Street or even Carbon, except for when the Canyon duels happened in Carbon. Other than that, I think overall the premise of this game, or my first impressions of this game, are it's good. It's good. It's very good. You know, obviously I'm gonna need to take time to learn the handling of this game. Like, ooh, right there, see, right there, like how to control the car in those situations. But overall, I think this game is going to be something special. So yeah, let me let you finish watching the rest of this checkpoint race. And there we have it, our first two successful races and the introduction to Need for Speed The Run. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me, what do you guys think about this game if you guys have played it? Do you guys, you know, think that this game needed some additional things added to it? Did you guys enjoy the handling, the music? Let me know. Tip: the more banked the road is, the faster your car will be. Our challenge series. Challenge series is the ultimate test of your driving skill. Unlock more challenge series. Alright. Challenge series with your friends. Stage 1 West Coast is complete. Autolog, obviously no one's on Autolog on this Xbox account, so you know, it is what it is. And that is it. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about Need for Speed The Run. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.